Окей, все, все. So, ще раз привіт усім. Привіт, Джон. So, Джон, будь ласка, ти можеш розказати, якщо хочеш, ти можеш розказати про себе. You can tell about yourself, щось, і можеш демонструвати екран, if you want, you can share the screen. Так.
Так, я можу share my screen right now.
Так, звичайно. Мгм. О, цікаво. Мгм.
Do you see
Так,
this?
так,
Oh,
так. Ми бачимо. We see.
okay. So about 2 years ago, I built this website. It's easy to remember. The address is volunteerforukraine.com. So you enter volunteerforukraine.com, you can enter my website. It's a wiki kind website because I use the same tool like Wikipedia. So we have the same similar interface. Okay, so I built this website to help people volunteer for Ukraine. So before you want to volunteer for Ukraine, no matter outside Ukraine or inside Ukraine, you can check my website. For example, if you want to come to Ukraine, you can check the preparation. You can check, do you need a visa or how do you enter Ukraine? For example, there are 5 countries you can choose to enter Ukraine, and they have different public transportation. So yeah, and also accommodation. Yeah, if you can uh, choose which kind uh, uh, of way you want to book an apartment or a hostel or hotel uh, based on you want to live long term or short term in Ukraine, or you want to volunteer in a city near frontline or in the west. Yeah, and I will suggest uh, to everybody to learn how to handle an air raid. You first you have to download the app in your phone, so when an air raid coming, you know which type of air raid it is, like drone or missile or rocket. And the second most important thing is you need to know the rule of 2 wars. Yeah. So for example, when I living in Odessa last year, there is a there is an explosion just near my apartment.
Oh.
So if the explosion is uh it's big, yeah, it's better to follow the rule of 2 wars. Yeah, and I suggest everybody, if you have the time, it's better to learn a first aid skill. It's not it's not hard. So if for example, if there is a explosion near my place, I can in the first time to arrive the place to help other people. And also if I got wounded, I can help myself. Yeah, okay. So okay. So here I list all volunteer organization I've participated in, uh, different by oblast. Because in Ukraine, the geological is divided by oblast. So this organization, at least they are all suitable for all uh, uh, all range of ages people. For example, when I volunteer in the volunteer kitchen, there is a lady. She is 80 years old. She's from Greece. She's not only donate, she also personally come to Lviv volunteer kitchen to help. It's in a it is relatively safe because it's in Lviv, and yeah, so I list those organizations. Yeah, and they also agree and hope I put their information on my website. So they either have the like link tree. These are all their official information, or they have their own website like Hell's Kitchen in Kharkiv. Yeah, so you can go into their website to check what they do, and then you choose the organization you want to join. Uh, there are many, and not only the organizations I list, there are a lot of many, but some are sensitive, so I didn't list the sensitive, like the shelter in Kharkiv. I didn't list every organization because some information is sensitive. Okay, so like but if they don't have a link tree or their own website, they send me the information I want to put, and I just put let usually they have social media, uh, so I just put their social media. So people, if you are interested, you can uh, go into check yourself to find the most suitable organization for yourself. Yeah, and if people you are interested in volunteering in Ukraine, we also there are also uh, international volunteers WhatsApp group or Telegram groups, and but it's more sensitive. And if you are interested, you can tell me. I can invite you to those international volunteers group, so uh, you can find more opportunities to volunteer. Also, when people they are doing volunteering works in Ukraine, they are not they are not only this organization I list. Uh, I know there are also many individuals. They prefer to work individual. For example, there are many uh, Romanians, Polish people from Poland or Czech, they have cars. They prefer to or motorcycle. They prefer to deliver the like medical supplies to hospital by themselves, by their own cars or motorcycles or van, and work with as an individual. So if you are also interested in if you have driver license, international driver license, you can also uh, be individuals to help. Not necessary to have to join the organizations to help Ukraine. You can also help in different ways. So and if you want to uh, be a driver, there are different route. Is more example. It's more dangerous to deliver supplies to the village near front line. But it also there is also uh, not dangerous way you can just deliver to West City, and also if you have you can also buy supply directly to send to military anytime. For example, I have an American volunteer friend. This this winter, she bought like hundreds of thermal underwear directly sent to the military in Kiev. So there are really many ways to help Ukraine. Of course, you can if you are not uh, you don't have the time to come to Ukraine, you can also just donate outside Ukraine. Yeah, and oh, also uh, Ukrainian language. I think is Ukrainian language. I think it's better to learn Ukrainian language, but because uh, usually the organizations when you communicate with local organizations, it's better to speak with them in Ukrainian because I met a lot of local small organization. They didn't speak too much English. Yeah, and the mental and the physical health is also important because it's depend on which zone you volunteer in. The pressure is different. So uh, usually for example, when I volunteer in Kharkiv, I when I work in a volunteer kitchen, I have to work like 8 or 10 hours a day. Or when I work with your church, we package the supply to the uh, displaced people. It's need a lot of work, so it may also you have to concern your own safety. So uh, you have to prepare your mental or physical health. But of course, if you just volunteer in the west city of Ukraine, like Lviv, so it's not so high pressure. Yeah. Sorry, my English is not not so good. So
It is good. It is
Great, great.
perfect.
hope you all understand what I said. And if you really want, if you want to come to Ukraine, welcome to tell me. I can invite you to those international volunteers group. If you have any question, you can also ask me. Oh yeah, by the way, and this my website is just like the Wikipedia. Everyone can help contribute to the content, and it's if you can use Word, Microsoft Word, you can edit wiki easily. Yeah. So Thomas, do you have any question?
Have you heard about the website Volunteering Ukraine?
Sorry, what?
The website Volunteering Ukraine.
Oh, I know that website. Yeah, it's another website. It's built by an UK guy. Yeah, I know that guy.
Okay, plus no.
Super. So I also have a question. Even we communicated a lot last Sunday, but I think I still have 1 million questions, and maybe one question to you, John. Uh,
Uh-huh.
how did it start for you? I mean, maybe it's a stupid question, but why did you decide to come to Ukraine, and why did you decide to help Ukraine? I'm sorry,
Oh,
it's strange.
it oh yeah, it's related my growing background. When I was a child, I loved Ukraine. Yeah, because I love to because I was born in a very close, very strictly family. So every 4 years, I like to watch the Olympic Ukraine gymnastics team.
Wow.
I support the Ukraine. Yeah,
Mm.
so when I grow up, I have the ability to travel around the world. I saw the Taiwanese reporter report the painting drawn by the refugee children. I decide I I just want to come to Ukraine to help 2 years ago. So when I come to Ukraine, I already start to study Ukrainian before I come to Ukraine. And when I come to Ukraine, I love everything in Ukraine. So I decide to я, я вирішив жити в Україні назавжди.
Oh,
I decide to live in Ukraine forever. Yeah.
it is
Really?
the most
Wow.
touching phrase I have ever heard in my life. О, Джон, дуже дякую, дуже цікава історія. So, спорт тебе надихнув, like inspired you to know more about Ukraine and to come to Ukraine. It's amazing. Це неймовірно. Джон, я
Yeah,
дякую
and,
тобі.
yeah, and I think when I live in Ukraine these 2 years, Ukraine really gave me a lot of valuable memories. So I share a story with you guys. Like when I back from Albania and I take the train from Ternopil to Dnipro, and there is I have two guests in the same room in the in a couple in a train, because in Ukraine you usually have the train you can choose. They are couple, and there is a lady and a gentleman, and every time when I take a train, every guest they always talk to me with me a lot, and we talk very happy, and they invite me in the train to have a traditional Ukrainian their homemade dinner. So really leave me a lot of valuable memories.
Oh.
М.
Діма, привіт. Привіт.
Wie
Як
geht's
справи?
dir?
Okay, all is good.
Oh, I was muted the whole time, or did you guys?
No. Зараз.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's okay, все добре. John is telling us about his experience of living and helping Ukraine. And yeah, if any one of you guys have more questions about John's Ukraine experience, будь ласка.
Well, I came late, but I managed to understand what he did, and I really think that he is a good person, and I want to thank him for his kindness towards other people.
Yeah, John дуже добра людина.
And I'm sorry for not muting my mic.
О, все добре, Діма, не хвилюйся. Джон, ти дуже добра людина, це правда. І мені дуже приємно, що ти допомагаєш Україні. І можна запитати, can I ask you again, що саме ти робиш в Україні? What exactly do you do in Ukraine? I mean, you can give examples, приклади of your activities. I mean, if it's possible, I don't mean sensitive things, but something that you can mention today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for example, when I in Lviv, I joined the Lviv volunteer kitchen. There are two departments in the Lviv volunteer kitchen. One is to prepare the food. One is to package the food. I usually work in a package department.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they are more local in package department. I like to practice my Ukrainian. And yeah,
Super.
we package the drying food to the military. Yeah, and in Lviv there is a animal shelter. I like to walk in the dog in the weekend. It's the work in Lviv, and in Kiev Oblast there is also a volunteer kitchen, and there is another organization is PT Pechersky. Pechersky
Kitty.
is a lion in Kiev. There is a lion, so they call themselves.
It's like a district, yeah, one of districts.
District. So they do the chemonating and do the kikimono for the military. So I also help them to do the kikimono for the sniper. I show the
Yeah,
picture.
it's like a camouflage clothes.
Yeah, I show the photo to Dalia Sunday.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
so
was amazing.
in Kharkiv, I learned how to do the chleb in Kharkiv
Really?
health kitchen. Yeah, we have to
Really?
bake 1,000 chleb a
Wow.
day. Yeah,
Good
and
for
it's
you.
8 hours hard working. Yeah, it's real and it's really hard in the kitchen. But I learned how to do the bread in there. I like to cook, and they send the bread to the hospital, to the military, and to the people there. Yeah, and they also worked with the famous Japanese volunteer Fumi. Yeah, I show Dalia the photo of Fumi. Yeah, Fumi, every weekend he goes to Shevchenko Park to fundraising. Yeah, and recently he built a children library in Kharkiv. Yeah, and in Kharkiv there is also a shelter. They take care take care of the evacuated people from the borderline, the village. They are all 70 years old above and have some kind of disability, but their information is more sensitive. So I didn't list that here. Yeah, and in Kharkiv there are also more dangerous mission. For example, uh, there are mission that delivering supply to the more frontline uh, zone like Kramanstek. Uh-huh. I think maybe Dalia know that city, Kramanstek.
Again, please.
Oh, maybe I
Maybe
pronounced wrong.
maybe
Can you?
maybe I just don't know it because there are some cities I may not know, you know?
Oh, okay. So yeah, if people want to know more detail, you can contact me. I can invite you to those group if you want to
Mhm.
volunteer in Kharkiv. It's more dangerous, but I
It
didn't list
is.
here. Yeah, and in Odessa Oblast, this is also a relative safe volunteer kitchen. In Food for Life, they also um, deliver food to displaced people every day. Yeah, and
Oh,
I recently I'm in Dnipro right now, and I worked with this
Alpha
this
and Omega?
organization. Yeah, they are a church um
Mm-hmm.
organization, and we I go to a poor village in Dnipro Oblast with them. It's like three hours by driving, and the road is just not good. It's purely sand and rock road, but it's a very poor village, and we we hold a children camp for 16 children in that village the whole afternoon. I like children, so yeah, I like to uh, help in a children camp. Yeah, this is what I do in April.
John, неймовірно. It's incredible. So ти допомагаєш людям, ти допомагаєш військовим, ти допомагаєш дітям, ти допомагаєш тваринам. So you helped actually everyone in Ukraine. I mean, children, grown-ups, the military, people, displaced people. Wow. Це дуже цікава інформація. This is very interesting information. І я думаю, що вона дуже корисна. I think it's very useful, що ти робиш, what you are doing. Дуже-дуже. Я просто не маю слів. I'm just speechless. Дуже гарно. І ще питання. I'm sorry, guys. Just me who is asking, but you're also free to join. About Ukrainian, про твою українську мову. Як ти вивчаєш українську мову в Україні? How do you learn Ukrainian in Ukraine? Oh, microphone. Yeah, maybe you can give a tip where people can improve Ukrainian in Ukraine. How? And
Me?
так, John.
Oh, okay. Okay. I first is Duolingo.
Duolingo, так.
Even
По мені.
even even people as lazy as like me, you can
Ага.
just finish a lesson every day. Just keep it
Keep
the
doing.
streak. Yeah, I kind of be a little busy and a little lazy, but I keep finish a lesson in Duolingo one day.
Мгм.
It can expand your vocabulary amount. Duolingo cannot teach you grammar, but it can expand your vocabulary amount is important. Yeah, and the second, I will suggest you to speak as most as possible to local people. for example, I have a lot of friends in different oblasts in Ukraine. When I talk to them, I try to not not only speak English. I try to
Tak.
speak Ukrainian as most as possible. If I really can't express my what I mean, I would just mix Ukrainian and and English with them.
Mhm.
And yeah, just keep talking. Just
Super.
like when uh I studied English when I was a child in Taiwan, but I'm not good at speaking. But when I go to America to live for a year, yeah, and I choose that they are I choose a place only people only speak English in America, and my oral ability grows very fast. So it's the same. You learn any language, any country. So, and the third is um, uh, to have a class with a professional teacher like Dalia. Dalia is a professional English and Ukrainian teacher,
Oh.
and yeah, at least the Ukrainian zone in here is another good online classes. Jamie and Sam they are also in the same class with me. Yeah, and their teachers are really professional because they are professional Ukrainian teacher. They teach Ukrainian, have like 7 years experience. I would suggest learning Ukrainian like learning English. You know, they have prefix and uh, to different roots of words. So actually, many words they are related. So you when you learn try to remember a Ukrainian style of word, you try to distract them with a prefix and the root, and you can learn it uh, more efficient. Yeah, and at least that's um, my suggestion for learning Ukrainian.
Mm. Super, guys. Maybe you have some comments or some, I mean, each of you can express what you think about John's activities and, um, yes, everything about what John mentioned today.
Well,
Anastasia?
I'm so moved to hear you speak and really impressed with everything that you're doing. Your website is great, and I can I have to arrange before I can go to Ukraine for really even a couple of weeks. Like I have a little homestead. I have to have people helping to take care of my animals and just everything here. But I would really love to go to Lviv and spend some time there. So maybe I'll see you there. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for everything you're doing, John.
if you want to come to the EU, you can tell me. I can maybe arrange my friend to to maybe take care of you, or you can volunteer with them.
Yeah, I'll get your email from Daria and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, by the way, John, if you feel like you can also share your email in the chat, or guys can contact me and then I'll connect you. What's better? Yes.
Oh yeah, um, um, I have the WhatsApp in the group, right?
So you
Yeah,
can. Mhm.
people can just contact me in a WhatsApp. Yeah.
WhatsApp. Okay, so but maybe I don't know. Should I help everyone to connect you later, or if you want to somehow, I don't know how to do it yet, send a link or some name or phone number so they can find you on WhatsApp here.
Oh, I will send my own WhatsApp
Mhm.
in the group
O,
later.
dobre. Dobre, dobre. Tak. So yeah, I know that Kimberly, ти теж дуже активно допомагаєш Україні. You very actively help Ukraine. So yeah, maybe you can express something what you think about John's activities and maybe also share a little bit about what you want to do and do.
So the website is great. It's I'm really glad there's especially with the border crossing information, that's extremely valuable on John's website. I don't know, like just trying to get into and out of the country can be daunting if you don't know what you're if you don't plan for it ahead of time, and I can't imagine why you wouldn't, but that's super useful. One of the things I'm doing right now is I'm 3D printing, and this is gonna sound weird, but I 3D print fast gun loaders so that soldiers can reload their cartridges very quickly instead of having to put in the bullets one by one. I'm 3D printing those and I send them over, and I have a contact in UK and England who sends them on to Ukraine, and she works with a company here called, well, not a company, but a volunteer organization here called Spirit of Ukraine. Spirit of Ukraine operates out of, I don't remember what state she operates out of, but she also coordinates volunteer stuff. One of the people I work with, actually a few of the people I work with, auction off soldier and commercially produced patches, which are worn on the uniforms. Ukraine makes a lot of them themselves. You can buy them in the stores, but we also get patches from the soldiers directly themselves that have been worn out in the field, out in battle. And we hold, they hold auctions every month or so to help raise funds for mostly for vehicles, but also for armor and armor plates, armor plate carriers, that kind of thing. I can actually show you some of the stuff we have gotten back. And let's see if I can show I can't tell if it's which way the camera's facing, actually.
Oh, it's facing darkness for now. But if you want, you can also share your screen for a sec. Yeah, if you want. Or just phone, whatever it works. Because I have also posted John's website in our chat, guys, so you can also have a deeper look at what John actually shared with us today, because it's really, really, really important.
Nice. It is really important. It's amazing. Every method, every opportunity, every way we can come up and help is a good thing, because sometimes it's hard to find these kinds of links. Okay. I don't know why I can't show
we
video.
see you. I bачу тебе, Kimberly. Right now, I see you, but
this is so weird. I can't find maybe it's because you're recording? Tell me if you can see this.
Okay. Oh, does everybody see it? Okay. Всі бачать? Okay, I'll just pin you for a sec. Oh, yeah, я бачу Станіславські котики. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I can't see what I'm showing you, but this is one of the patches. This is one of the flags that was sent back to us. Let's see if I can figure out which side.
Oh, signed. It's signed by defenders. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. It's upside down.
Дуже гарно.
Yeah, we have several.
Я бачу, так, англійська, Dear Jason, I see, так, я бачу. Дуже гарно.
So we have a few of these. We have a couple other things, but my husband has been to Ukraine twice, and the first time was 25 years ago when he met his first two Ukrainians. One of those Ukrainians is now a captain out on the front. His wife is in Kyiv, and they have 5 children together. There's an amazing story all connected to that. But he was able to go to their wedding, and then in February he was able to go back again and see some of his friends there. And he's planning on making a trip again. I want to make a trip there, but we have some really cool, really interesting connections. And hopefully we'll eventually buy like a flat there and be able to come visit, like, and actually be have Ukrainian what's the word I'm looking for? Not membership, but
Not citizenship.
yes, citizenship. Yeah, so we'll be Ukrainian American citizens.
I guess it
So
might be possible in the future. I mean,
Yeah.
from what I hear, that our Верховна Rada, Supreme Court, is trying to move things in this direction. So probably it will be
Right.
possible to have a double citizenship, for example. For now, it's not possible, but it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
I think it
yeah,
will be.
exactly. Yeah, but my husband currently has a investor visa with Ukraine, so he is currently doing business there. He is currently he's doing business, and he's using the proceeds to buy trucks for the soldiers.
Wow.
So yeah, he buys them out of country, and when you take a truck over the border as a donation, you don't have to pay massive tariffs on it. But he's able to have people go to France, go to Poland, get these trucks and have them brought in, and then there are companies in Ukraine that convert them into suitable for soldier, for military use.
Mhm.
They put the stealth, make it harder for Russians to see the trucks. They armor them up. They do everything they need to do to make them military capable. And transportation is something that is always extremely well received and needed
Так,
for the troops in Ukraine.
так.
So it's there's a lot, and
Дякую.
I'm really happy to be part of it.
Кімберлі, я дякую тобі і дякую Джону за вашу підтримку, for your support. And it's amazing. Це дуже неймовірно. I mean, I could listen to you guys for forever, really. I mean, it's like honey to my heart. It touches me tremendously to know how much you care about Ukraine. And you don't have to. I mean, I met John last Sunday. Я зустрілася з Джоном минулої неділі. І що я зрозуміла? What I understood. Джон молода людина. John is a young person. Дуже розумний. He's very smart. І він мандрівник. He's a traveler. І у мене питання, and I have this question that is rhetorical question. Це риторичне питання. John doesn't have to answer it because he has already answered it 1 million times, but yeah, what does John have to do with Ukraine? Just like Kimberly, what do you have to do with Ukraine? Nothing in particular. I mean, ви не українці, you're not Ukrainians, guys. I mean, але ви допомагаєте Україні, but you help Ukraine. And I think I'll never be able to forget it. I'll be forever grateful to you guys, and you all deserve to, yes, to come to Ukraine, to be welcomed in Ukraine. The only thing that I really pray about is that you can do it safely, because I'm very worried. Я дуже хвилююся. I'll allow myself to mention something. Коли моя мама і мій чоловік і Джон були на острові Хортиця, when I and my husband and my mom and John were at Хортиця Island, пролунала повітряна тривога. The air raid alert sounded, and I remember I asked John, maybe he feels better to go to a bomb shelter because it's safer. I always feel super responsible for foreigners because, yes, they should be safe. I don't want them to be injured or, die in any way. But John told me that he's been to Kharkiv for a long time. And after Kharkiv, like nothing matters, it's okay. He's not afraid. And yes, okay, I'm really touched. And I really, really want you, John, please, бережи себе, take care of yourself. We need you. I mean, we need people like you who are so active. Yes, I don't mean I understand, я розумію, we all are so tired and we can't spend in bomb shelter all our lives for sure. But you very well mentioned in your website that you always need to trace, yeah, what kind of повітряна тривога, what kind of alert we have. Yes, because if you, for example, see there is real danger, it's best, yes, you go to a bomb shelter if possible, or at least правило двох стін, the rule of two walls, yes, can really save your life. So, yeah. So, ще раз дякую, John. Thank you one more time.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I also have two projects I'm doing right now.
Please,
I have a friend. She is a reporter, and she is document the crime, the war crime, in the war. So I'm also making document videos right now to document the war, including the war crime. And yeah, this is a project I'm doing because I think all people can use social media to let the world know what is really like in the war in Ukraine, and especially the war crime. And also the second is my project is to introduce Taiwan and the world, the beauty of every city in Ukraine. Yeah, it's my two objects right now.
Дуже, дуже цікаво. So, John, and you mentioned that you take the interviews, yeah, you make videos, and do you interview volunteers? I mean, people
Yeah,
who help Ukraine, yeah? Mhm.
yeah. I interview volunteers from different countries. And I interview them year by year, and I want to document the whole war year by year. Yeah,
Oh,
to make people don't forget the war, and see what the war really is, and what the normal civilian feel like. For example, I interviewed my friend who live in Kharkiv. What do they, and young people, they are in Kharkiv, what do they feel? Yeah.
yeah. I think potentially here you could also interview some of our guys. I also remember, Zhenya, you also created something beautiful. Maybe, I don't know if you can share a little, just in one sentence or so, yeah, what you created and what you tried to do and maybe still do. But
You mean
unmute yourself, unmute, будь ласка.
you mean the video?
No. I am asking Zhenya because Zhenya also did something. Maybe I wanted her to share with us a little.
So I have been, I ran out of energy and time.
It's okay.
I haven't been doing it lately, but um I have newspaper cartoons from Sundays, years of Sundays, of these humorous, wholesome, funny cartoons, and so I choose them and cut them out and translate them from English to Ukrainian, and then I print them out and cut out the circles for the speech bubbles, and then put them on colorful paper and turn them into greeting cards for displaced seniors and soldiers in recovery rehab, just to cheer them up.
Wow. It's great.
Женя,
And
це дуже важливо. It's also very important, to keep the spirits bright. And no project is little. I mean, every project matters, several months ago, one of our attendees, її звати Kelly, her name is Kelly. I'm sure you know Kelly. You remember this girl who has many cats. Вона має багато котів. And she mentioned that she really wants to come to Ukraine one day and she wants to help Ukrainian cats. Українським котам, допомагати українським котам. But she faced some misunderstanding from some of her friends when she mentioned that she wants to help Ukrainian cats. Так, коти, коти. Because it's the time when we must help people, люди. But I completely disagree. I think you shouldn't only help people. Of course, people is like the priority we have to support, але by helping a cat, especially cats from military, evacuated from military, zones, you potentially save human lives. How? Very easily. Imagine, ви допомагаєте котику, you help a kitty, for example, you visit this kitty in a shelter, or you help to find a family for this kitty, you help to treat this kitty, to rescue his or her life. And when you do it, you can't imagine how much this cat would brighten up somebody's reality in Ukraine. Yes, maybe it sounds crazy, but it does. I mean, I have my own story when my cat, мій кіт, моя кішка, my cat, she literally saved my life because I was battling with cancer and she joined me when I was not in the best health, not in the best condition. And every time when I came back from my radiation therapy, she would always lie on me and she would, give me her energy. And what I want to say is that by helping cats in Ukraine, dogs, cats, I mean, animals who are in shelters, you really give somebody a chance not only to feel useful, when like Ukrainians and foreigners unite and help, but also you continue being human and you also give this cat a chance to change somebody's life. And it's not a joke, це не жарт, це правда. І дякую, Джон. Так, домівка врятованих дітей. You're great. You're sharing what I actually wanted you to share. Yes, home of rescued animals. So did you visit it, John? Did you go there?
Yeah, when I live in Lviv, every weekend I go to there to walk the dog. I think like what I wrote in here, when you help the animals, it's not only you help them, it's also then they help you to
Так.
comfort your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's two ways. It's very important, especially people when they live under high pressure. An animal or a pet can lower your pressure a lot.
Definitely.
Так. It's true, many Ukrainians, I think almost every Ukrainian has a kid, або собака, a cat or a dog. And, I can tell you from my experience and experience of many of my Ukrainian friends that cats and dogs help you during very tough times in the war, even when there is an explosion. You feel kind of better when your animal is with you. Yes, the animal is also distressed, but it's funny. You help each other. The animal helps you and you help the animal. Yes, and cats and dogs, they feel a lot. They feel your stress. And I'm so much touched to see how much Ukrainians, I mean, the rescuers, care about, saving not only people after the Russian bombardments, but also animals. And unfortunately, sometimes owners die and animals become, homeless. But again, such organizations as John mentioned here, Home of Rescued Animals, домівка врятованих тварин. Yes, and it's just one. I'm sure there are more that care. And for example, in Запоріжжя у нас є ветеринарна клініка. We have one vet clinic that helps animals for free. It's totally free, who suffered from, the Russian invasion in any kind, like explosion or whatever. Because unfortunately, yes, we keep the statistics of human injuries, but we hardly keep any statistics of how many animals suffered and keep suffering, due to the Russian terrorism. So that's why I think such organizations, they are so in need. And John, I think, yes, I think it's wonderful, right? When you help animals as well. I don't know. I think you love animals so much.
Yeah, I like animals very much. Yeah.
And
When
you
in
remember we
Turkey,
met a dog and Hortica, and this dog loved you immediately.
yeah, it's a beautiful Alaska dog.
Так,
So,
так. So, I mean, we met a dog. It was funny because when we walked on Hortese in the morning, ми зустріли мого друга. We met my friend, my colleague, and he was walking his dog, Sobaka, and this dog was so big, and honestly, I was a little bit scared. But then this dog, I mean, it came straight to John, like felt that John is a super kind human, and John started to like strike this dog, and yes, and then the dog came to everybody of us and greeted us. Yes, so animals, they feel a lot. Yes, they feel people, they feel our stress. And I think supporting animals should also be one of many things you guys can do if you decide to volunteer in Ukraine. And by the way, до речі, I think you should also not limit yourself to location. I mean, if by some reason you cannot come to Ukraine, it in no ways means that you can't help Ukraine. I'm sure you can, and not only by donations. Of course, it's like a lovely way, but you can also first, in my opinion, вивчати українську мову, learn Ukrainian, because by learning Ukrainian, you show the world, show our aggressor that Ukraine matters. And Ukraine is going to stand. It is the country with its own language and culture. And by learning our culture, you kind of prove it. And another way, you can also help Ukrainian refugees in your countries. I mean, even by speaking to them, helping them to learn English, for example, or just giving them a hand in some issues they cannot imagine. For example, Anastasia, ти часто допомагаєш українським родинам. You often help Ukrainian families. Maybe you can share just a few words what you do. I think it will also be very helpful for us to know.
Well, as soon as I heard that there were a number of Ukrainian refugees in the town where I live, I started volunteering with the Literacy League. And I'm a nurse by profession, midwife nurse, and I've never done teaching like that. But, I jumped in, I started tutoring local Ukrainian refugees, and actually became really close to all the different families that I met, and went from tutoring to helping them with finding doctors, finding dentists, bringing them to appointments, advocating for them, speaking up for them, helping them with driver's license issues, or calling the phone company, or, like whatever they need, just showing up for them. And, they've just become such a big part of my life here. And I just tear up thinking about it. It's
Дякую,
very emotional for me, but
Анастасія.
yeah,
Дуже,
thank
дуже
you.
дякую.
Yeah. It's there's such a need,
Yeah, guys, there are no little deeds. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to be a regular volunteer, because I understand, я розумію, that we all have our difficulties, but despite our difficulties you all may have in your life, there are different ways, very different ways how you can help Ukraine. Just yes, think about it. Use your imagination, follow your heart. Yes, and the least, yeah, learning Ukrainian. I mean, if it's the only thing you do, believe me, it is
Can I
a
say
great
one
start.
thing?
Tak, tak.
Um, I also really work to make my little homestead a safe place for the kids. Like two of the boys that come here a lot have heart, really, they live near the front lines. They were in bomb shelters for days with no electricity, no food. And so they come here. I got a trampoline for them. I make this a safe and happy place for them.
Super.
And I can only help, a few people, but I'm doing what I can for them. So
Анастасія, я дуже дякую тобі від імені всіх українців, on behalf of all Ukrainians. Я дуже-дуже тобі дякую. Я дуже дякую Джону. I thank John so much. Every one of you guys, Kimberly, ти неймовірна, you're amazing. Yeah, Женя, I mean, now я знаю you're fighting with your own big problems, but despite this, you are keeping in touch with Ukraine. You're connected to Ukraine, and I feel like, yes, you will be going on helping Ukraine. It's just a matter of time. Yes, fixing some things. But again, as I said, by sticking to Ukrainian, you already help. And I want to mention, yes, Thomas, ти теж дуже багато допомагаєш. You help a lot too, your way. Yeah, maybe you can also share a few words what you try to do.
May I or might I remember our years-long work together?
Так, yeah, Діти за PUA. It's a charity organization I used to work at. And by the way, I told John about it just briefly. Yes, and this organization helps children, mostly children with different health conditions. Sometimes it's cancer, usually it's cancer, or different types of disability. Also, yes, cystic fibrosis, different heart conditions and heart. And the charity foundation, yes, raises money for helping these kids and also orphans without families. And Thomas, for quite many years, has been a volunteer. He has been helping with translating some materials into German. So this way, promoting this information among people who speak German and who can also support, because the organization regularly has had, yes, some international donors. Yes, I was translating materials into English and Thomas did it into German. Yes, we were a good team. I say were because unfortunately I am not there anymore. I mean, unfortunately, because sometimes I really miss it. Yeah, but yes, I mean, luckily there are more people who help
We
that.
started in 2011
Yeah,
and
it's a long time ago.
and finished in 2018.
I think a bit earlier, трохи раніше, like 16 or so, I was over. But I mean, from time to time, I still help this
No,
organization. But
take a look at the article
Thomas,
from the
it was
4th of
not, it was not, I remember very well, it was not like a regular case. It was like from time to time, I still do it. So, Діма, дуже дякую. Sorry, Діма has to go. Діма, дякую. I look forward to seeing you again soon. So, guys, I also need to go in a few moments, but before I go, yes, I maybe again, guys, if you have any questions to John, first of all, because he has kindly given us so much very cool information, or anyone here, yes, feel free. Or guys, if you have any ideas, or maybe you just need my opinion or anyone else's here opinion, yes, take your time and you can message me or John and give us an idea of what else we can do to support Ukraine. Yes, anything, maybe some creative projects, maybe you know somebody who also hesitates but wants to become volunteer. You can connect this person, people with us. So yeah, together we can do something. Yes, when we are alone, it's more difficult, but when we are together, we can always do something. And I can't wait to see Anastasia in Ukraine and Kimberly. I hope I will also have a chance to meet. And Zhenya, you're also so much welcome. I'm sure that when things get better, you will try to organize. At least I will be so much happy to see you. And I met John, so be jealous, guys. We met. We met, and not only met, we went to a restaurant, enjoyed some Ukrainian borscht. So be
Well,
jealous, be jealous.
Daria, thank you for bringing John to us. This
Oh,
was
I mean, you should thank John because John has actually come to our meetings, and I'm so grateful to John. He's amazing, John.
that.
I, я міг дякую, Дар'я,
Дякую,
і твоя сім'я.
дякую,
Дуже,
дякую.
дуже до мене.
Oh, it was our pleasure. Ми були щасливі побачити тебе, провести з тобою час, to spend time with you. І я сподіваюся, що не востаннє. I hope not the last time. Я чекаю тебе знову у Запоріжжі. І наступного разу ти маєш приготувати для нас тайванський обід. Next time you have to cook for us Taiwan lunch.
Так, я люблю готувати.
А я люблю їсти. And I love to eat. Дякую, Джон, дуже дякую. Друзі, дуже дякую. Я маю йти. I have to go. But okay, Thomas, you have a question, питання?
John, may I give a hint to John?
Так.
On a very sunny day, forget the war and enter Wysoki Zamok.
Oh, maybe John has been there, I guess. Високий замок. Ти був у Львові на Високому замку. Have you been to like Високий замок in Львів?
Oh, sorry, what is Chicho?
Високий замок is like the highest point in Lviv on the hill. People call it Високий замок. When you go up, you can see Lviv from the bird's view.
Я думаю, I think I've been there, but I just forgot the name.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, maybe you just don't know the name because, yes, it's a bit confusing because Високий замок means a high castle, but it's not a castle. It's actually just a hill, a quite complicated hill because once I was there with Thomas when he was in Lviv, he helped me to get there, and it was tricky.
Take a look at the picture
Yes.
at 1459.
Окей, так, дуже гарне фото. So,
On a
дякую,
sunny day.
друзі. Дякую, Томас. Дякую, Анастасія, Кімберлі, Женя. Женя, я дуже щаслива тебе сьогодні бачити. It's like a treat. It's like a birthday present. Дякую тобі. So, до зустрічі, друзі. У суботу, on Saturday, I'm here, so everyone is welcome. Так.
Great to see everybody.
Дякую. До побачення.
Дякую, до побачення.
До побачення, друзі. Дякую усім.